Section 1. The Shifting Sands of Masculinity, From Gruff to Groomed. Picture the quintessential 1990s man. Think Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or Jean-Claude Van Damme. Muscles rippling, stoicism etched on their faces, they were the epitome of rugged masculinity. Fast forward to today, and the landscape has shifted. Consider Harry Styles, Timothée Chalamet, or even Elon Musk. They represent a different kind of masculinity, one that embraces vulnerability, sensitivity, and even a touch of androgyny. This stark contrast reflects a seismic shift in how masculinity is perceived and embodied in the modern age. The 90s man was often defined by physical prowess, emotional stoicism, and a clear-cut division between masculine and feminine traits. He was the strong, silent type, adept at fixing cars and winning fights with little room for emotional expression or vulnerability. Today, these rigid boundaries are blurring. Men are encouraged to explore their emotions, challenge traditional gender roles, and express themselves authentically, regardless of societal expectations. Section 2. From Action Heroes to Actionable Advice, Redefining Male Behavior. The shift in masculine ideals is most evident in behavioral patterns. The 90s man, often portrayed as a lone wolf, prized independence and emotional detachment. He was conditioned to suppress his feelings, to man up and face challenges with stoic resilience. Today, men are increasingly encouraged to connect with their emotions, seek support when needed, and engage in open communication. This shift is evident in the way men approach relationships, both romantic and platonic. Emotional vulnerability, once seen as a weakness, is now recognized as a strength, fostering deeper connections and more fulfilling relationships. Men are encouraged to express their feelings, communicate their needs, and actively listen to their partners. Section 3. Man up to your feelings, the evolution of male speech. The language we use shapes our reality, and the evolution of masculinity is deeply intertwined with the evolution of male speech. Phrases like man up or don't be a wimp, once commonplace, are now being challenged for their role in perpetuating toxic masculinity. These phrases, often used to suppress emotions and encourage stoicism, contribute to a culture where men feel pressure to hide their true selves. Today, there's a growing awareness of the harmful effects of such language. Men are encouraged to express their emotions openly and honestly, without fear of judgment or ridicule. From flannel to face masks, charting the shift in male lifestyle choices. The evolution of masculinity is not just an internal process. It's also reflected in external choices, particularly in lifestyle and appearance. The 90s saw the rise of grunge, a style characterized by oversized flannels, ripped jeans, and a general disregard for traditional fashion norms. While a rebellion in its own right, this aesthetic largely adhered to a rugged, anti-establishment image of masculinity. Today, men's lifestyle choices are more diverse and less confined by rigid stereotypes. From metrosexuals to lumbersexuals, men are experimenting with fashion, skincare, and grooming in ways previously unimaginable. The digital duality, how online spaces reshape masculine ideals. The digital age, with its ever-expanding online spaces, has become a double-edged sword in the evolution of masculinity. On one hand, it has provided platforms for positive change, fostering communities and conversations that challenge traditional norms and promote healthy expressions of manhood. On the other hand, it has also amplified negative stereotypes and created echo chambers where harmful ideologies can fester. The anonymity of the internet can embolden individuals to express extreme views, often reinforcing harmful stereotypes of masculinity. A new masculinity embracing vulnerability and redefining strength. The evolution of masculinity is not about erasing traditional masculine traits, but about expanding the definition of what it means to be a man. It's about recognizing that strength and vulnerability are not mutually exclusive but rather complementary aspects of a well-rounded individual. It's about embracing emotional intelligence, empathy, and compassion as strengths, not weaknesses. Navigating the labyrinth. The impact of evolving masculinity on society and self. The evolution of masculinity is not a solitary endeavor, it's a collective journey with profound implications for society as a whole. As traditional gender roles continue to blur, we are witnessing a fundamental shift in power dynamics, interpersonal relationships, and societal expectations. This shift, while positive in many aspects, also presents unique challenges that require careful navigation. The dismantling of rigid gender roles creates opportunities for greater equality and understanding between genders. As men embrace vulnerability and emotional expression, it paves the way for more honest and fulfilling relationships. It fosters empathy and respect, breaking down the walls of toxic masculinity that have long plagued our society.